attention. Okay, here's the way this is going to work. Pitches will be assigned in a random order. So what we're going to do is when we're all done, I'll need one representative from each team. We're going to draw your name, and then you'll draw a number out, and you match it up. That is the order in which you do your pitch. Okay, number one. Number two, you will have, and I'm going to say it again, 3 minutes.
5 minutes.
And I will wave you off. You will stop. This will not be subtle. You will get a stop. Okay? Because we have 13 teams. If you run over, this whole thing blows up. And the reason that the timing is so important is because we are going to open up the text voting not just here. There will be a 15-minute window in which friends, family, and people outside this room can vote to support different ideas. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. You will have 3 minutes. You will have 3 minutes to talk. The judges will have 1 minute for questions, and then there will be voting. You will be scored on a 10-point scale from the judges. 9 or 10, and I'm going to tell the judges the same thing. 9 or 10, you're ready to write a check now. 7 or 8, you think somebody should write a check. Not me, but somebody should write a check for this idea. 5 or 6, there are a couple of holes, but it's a good, solid idea. 3 or 4, there's lots of holes. Less than 3, don't quit your day job. Okay, that's the way the scoring goes. We will total the judges' score. That will make up half of your score. Then we're going to open this up, and John, big hand for John. John is going to do this online texting thing. Each team, just like with Dancing with the Stars and American Idol, you will be able to text, you will be able to tweet, and you will be able to vote online. Each team will have a number. You will know your numbers in advance so you can share that with friends. The voting will only be open for 15 minutes. The cool thing is you will be able to see on this screen, real time, how the voting is going. You'll be able to watch the bars grow and shrink. You'll know how you're doing. We turn it on at 6:30. We turn it off at 6:45. That's why we have to be done with the presentations on time, because otherwise the voting will go live before some of the teams have finished, and that would not be fair to the teams that are left. Okay, one last thing about the voting. Well, 2 things. The voting will show up in percentages. You'll get half the percentage added to your score. So if you get 50% of the points, you're going to get 50% of the total votes. You're going to get 25 points. If you get 10%, you get 5 points. And that will be added to the judge's score. Any questions? Okay, I'm going to make a very serious pitch right now. Yesterday, we played a fun game outside. A little bit of rock, paper, scissors. And everybody was fighting to win, and at the very end, we all got behind and were cheering for one winner. We have an opportunity to launch a business this weekend that will represent us, that will represent what we did here, and hopefully we'll be able to use them to generate additional sponsorships and additional resources for more companies and more people to go through this weekend. And so on the one hand, ego says, yes, I'm going to vote for my idea. But on the other hand, I'm going to ask you to think about the community that we can build. And if you believe, after you've listened to the pitches, that there is another idea that has a better chance in the short term of going forward and of making an impact, I'm going to really advocate passionately that you vote for them. Because when they win and we get more resources, everyone in this room will win. I can't tell you what to put into that text. I can't tell you how to play the voting. But what I can tell you is that we can make a difference if we do it right. Presentations. 4 o'clock, I got to have all the PowerPoints. We're going to build them all into one PowerPoint. So we're going to just build them all in the order that you will be assigned. If you want to jump to a website, before, during, the middle of your presentation. We need to know the web address so that you'll be able to Alt-Tab, bring up the browser, and we will have all of the websites that we need to jump to preloaded.
Can we test? We have a test machine.
We are going to put them all on the machine. That's why I have to have it at 4.
No, some of us are doing it on the Mac and PowerPoint. I want to make sure it works on your machine. And it is.
That's why we'll be loading it up. That's why if we load at 4, we have an hour to work our way through everything.
Yeah, the computer that's running the projector now is up in that cabinet. That wireless keyboard on the podium controls it, and there's a USB hub sitting on top of the cabinet. You just plug in and test it.
Cool. All right. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
One of the announcements we've done.
Go for it.
Oh, just wanted to make sure you guys know that Tim, Josh, and James from Ice Miller are here. That instead of doing the big kind of presentation like last time, for everyone was here last time, I mentioned we put a lot of their material online, so people had questions about, formation of companies, valuations, equity, how do you play all those things out. They're going to be here just walking around, chatting with whoever's interested in talking to them before the judging. And also keep in mind that Josh here is one of the judges. So, and the winning team does get $500 in legal services from Ice Miller. So, if you want to talk to them, have any questions, let these guys know.
Awesome. The rest of the prizes, there is a press pack. There's $500 in legal services.
You get a pitch at Verge. You get a pitch to the 21st Century Fund. You get a 1-year subscription to the highest level plan for Form Stack. There's going to be a PR package. We have Lorraine as well as Cynthia from the Purdue Research Park. She's going to be here later to do a press release that will go out tomorrow about the.
It'll go out tonight.
It'll go out tonight, but
it has to go out tonight.
About the winning team, and then there could be additional PR opportunities tomorrow. That's why it's very important that whoever is your PR contact is available all day tomorrow in case there are other interviews, media callbacks, potentially anything on camera. No promises, but it's been known to happen. So that PR person needs to be available for as much help as we can give the winner.
For those of you, I got general write-ups. Some of you were pretty sparse. I got like a 1-sentence description. If you think that you got a shot at this, it would be nice to have a boilerplate, a paragraph, and maybe a quote about why you think it's cool. Any questions?
Thank you for your hard work.
Oh,
And your team.
Okay, I got to tell you that we are incredibly lucky to have this facility. I can't tell you the kind of places that startup weekends get held around the country. When the guys from California came out here and they buzzed through last fall, they said we had the best Wi-Fi they had ever seen. Any of you who have, in the middle of coding something really long, had a server crash and go down, you would know the difference. So thank you, and thank you to Devin and the rest of the Purdue Park, because we could not do this without you. Go back to work. You got 2 hours. Those of you that finished fast, we have a little sunshine.